Hi, everyone. We're going live. Please remember, if you're in this room, you will be recorded and live streamed. So if you don't want to be recorded, you can go directly to watch this opening ceremony on YouTube. It is live now. Hi, everyone. We're going live. Please remember, and a last reminder again, this opening ceremony will be live streamed to YouTube and recorded. So if you don't want to be part of that, make sure you've got your camera off or just watch the live stream directly on YouTube. That said, everyone is welcome here, and we're so glad that you're here with us today. By the way, everyone's also welcome to add themselves to the participants list on Wiki. This is a really great way to start finding other people with similar interests. I'm putting that link in the chat. Looks like there's a lot of people on there already. I would suggest not adding your last name or using a username. This is a great way to maintain privacy as this is a public page. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad you're here. It looks like a lot of people are joining as we get started. Again, a reminder, this is going to be recorded and live streamed. So if you don't want to be recorded, please do go to watch it directly in the stream. As you join, if you're comfortable, feel free in the chat to tell us what country you're logging in from. And let us know if this is your first, second, third, etc. Wikimania Hackathon. How many hackathons have you attended? Feel free to write in the chat. My name's Haley. I'm in the US. This is my second hackathon with the Wikimedia technical community. I see we've got someone from Spain. Again, welcome, everyone. We're just getting started. If you're comfortable in the chat, you can say what country you're from, how many hackathons you've joined. We've got people from Germany. Oh, wonderful. First hackathon, second hackathon, someone from Nigeria, someone in London, Cameroon, Ghana. Oh my goodness, Netherlands, fifth or sixth hackathon. Okay, well, you're the expert here. Uganda. It seems like we've got a really diverse spread. Canada, Nigeria, Kashmir, France. Welcome, everyone. How wonderful is this? So keep on in the chat, introducing yourselves. Second hackathon, wonderful. And again, as people are joining, just a reminder that this is being recorded. So if you don't want to be recorded, please watch this as the live stream on YouTube. And that link is in the chat. Just want to have a special welcome for newcomers. It looks like there's a lot of folks. This is your first or second hackathon. Super glad you're here. This is my second hackathon, so I'm kind of a newcomer. My name is Haley. I work in developer advocacy for the Wikimedia Foundation. I live in the United States, in the state of California. It's just 9 a.m. here. Love this. Nigeria, US. We also have Renee here as a trust and safety volunteer, and we will be introducing trust and safety in a moment. Okay, has anyone been to more than 5 hackathons? It looks like a clapper might be there. If you've been to more than 5 hackathons, do you have any advice for people as we get started with this year's Wikimania Hackathon? Oh, Andrew has. What's a piece of advice you can share? We'll let you think about that for a moment. Be curious. Love it. Love it. Yes, there's lots of ways to be curious, and we'll get right into that. Peru. Oh my goodness. So we have people from all over the world. I think I counted 4, maybe 5 continents. And that's what we love about these hackathons, is that it's a great way for people to come together from around the world. Be curious and experiment. That's what hackathons are for. Don't throw your computer through the room. That's probably good advice as well. Don't throw your computer out the window. As long as you meet people and have a good time, don't worry so much about actually finishing your project. I think that's a fabulous piece of advice. Well, let's get started. I am going to move on to the next slide here and pass it on to Karen.
Haley. Hi, everyone. This is Karen. I work as a project manager in the technology department at the foundation, and I am currently based in Mexico. So here it's 11 a.m. already. Just as a reminder, for those of you who are just joining or have joined the room, if you don't want to be in the recording, we can advise you to turn off your camera or either move on to the YouTube live stream. And right now, in the opening ceremony, we'll explain how the platform works and what to expect this weekend. We'll go quickly over Fabricator and task tracking. We'll quickly review the code of conduct, and then we will move on to the pre-hacking showcase. And the showcase, just so you know, won't be recorded. Just the opening ceremony will. Melinda, pass it back to you.
Cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Melinda. I also work in the developer advocacy team at the Wikimania Foundation. And I'm going to briefly talk about what will be happening the next few days so that you know what to expect. So yeah, this hackathon, it's a space for the Wikimedia technical community to connect, work on projects, discuss ideas, learn new things, and basically have fun. So the hackathon will be running over the next 3 days with different things happening each day. So this is the opening ceremony, as you might be able to tell. This will slowly move into the pre-hacking showcase, which will basically start in a few minutes. And anyone is welcome to present a project that they plan to work on. So Haley has just shared in the chats the Etherpad. So if you want to present at that showcase, just add a section to the Etherpad and we'll call out your name for you to present. And if you don't want to be on video, you can still add your project to that Etherpad with a note and we can read it out for you aloud instead. And this showcase is all about getting inspired by what people are working on and to meet people who might be up for working together with you on your projects. So if you also want to join a project, you can reach out to the people presenting. So please sign up for that showcase if you haven't already, because it would be lovely to hear what you all are working on. After the showcase, there are a couple of different ways to participate. There are technical sessions happening in this Jitsi room. There will be social sessions happening in another Jitsi room, and hacking that will be going on in however way people want to choose to connect. So yeah, I guess check out the schedule on the Hackathon page to find out what's happening. And feel free to also add any last minute sessions. Sessions don't have to be they don't have to be pre-thought out talks. They can be discussions or demos, anything that you want, just as a way to share what you know with others. And next to that, you might want to explore the IRC and Telegram channels. You can find the links also again on the Hackathon page. And again, it's a place for people to share what they're working on and any questions that people might have. So that's what's going to happen today and tomorrow. And then finally, on Sunday, there will be a final hacking showcase to present what you worked on during the next 3 days. And all kind of presentations are welcome there. So projects, bug fixes, translations, documentation. We basically want to learn about what you worked on and what you did. So again, we'll be sharing an Etherpad for that showcase. And we'll be sharing that over the course of the next few days as well. So sign up for that as well if you want to present what you've done there. And I am handing it over to Komla now.
Yeah, thank you, Melinda. My name is Seram Komla Sapati. I am joining from Ghana. The time here is 4 p.m. I'm a developer advocate for the foundation. I will take you through a session for newcomers. If this is your first hackathon, there are a lot of great resources we've put together for you. Let me share my screen and
Komla, make sure to unmute yourself. Komla, you're muted. Sorry. We can't hear you quite yet. Let me share my screen for the newcomers just to get this going. Komla, we can't hear you, but why don't you share your screen and I'll just walk through the newcomers. Okay, everyone. I'm going to share my screen since it seems like Komla's having some connection challenges. You should be able to see either mine or Komla's screens. If this is your first hackathon, we have a lot of great resources. We hope you can check out the Newcomers Social, which starts in about 50 minutes in the social room. There's a bunch of sessions on the schedule marked as good for newcomers or ideal for newcomers. And then if you go onto Fabricator, there's projects marked as hacking projects for newcomers. But again, I would start with this page, which says what to do if you're new. There's, as I said, the participants page, the Newcomers Social. There's the pre-hackathon showcase, which will start in a couple minutes. The developer portal, which is a great place to get started. Here's information about how to learn about Fabricator. Lots of sessions that mark whether or not they're good for newcomers. I think pretty much every session is good for newcomers. And finally, just ask questions, hang out in the social room, look at social channels, and you'll find, I hope, that this is a really social and kind community, and we should be able to help you answer any questions you might have. So just before I pass this on, I want to remind everyone that this meeting is being recorded and live streamed. If you're just joining us, if you don't want to be recorded, make sure you just watch the live stream and you leave the Jitsi room. The social room and all the links are on the schedule, which we'll have someone share in the chat, hopefully in just a moment. I'm going to pass this on. Oh, it's back to me. So there are several ways to take part in the hackathon. So you can join the Jitsi rooms, which is where we are. This is where sessions and social hangouts will take place. So there's one technical Jitsi room, which has all the technical sessions, and anyone can sign up to host a technical session. These are hosted by community members. There's a social room, which has some kind of fun social activities, but it will also just be an open hacking room. If you feel like hacking with someone else, you can use that Jitsi room just as a fun space to hang out. We also strongly encourage you to check out FeedLoop. This is where all the Wikimania sessions are happening. They can be accessed in FeedLoop. If you're not already in there, I know some people joined this directly through Jitsi. In FeedLoop, you'll also find a networking area, a photo booth, and live translation into, I think, 13 different languages. So it's a really wonderful place to explore. FeedLoop also has great accessibility support, which is very useful and worth checking out. Now I'm going to pass it over to Andre.
Also going to try to share my screen from a different machine. I hope this works, because I also have a bit of technical issues. So I hope you can see something. I'm Andre. I'm one of the admins of Wikimedia Fabricator. And that is a platform for bug reports and feature requests in audio is clipping, sorry, and feature requests in Wikimedia software and also for planning software development. So hackathon attendees track what they work on in tasks in Fabricator. Fabricator is linked from the Hackathon wiki page, so you can see it over here. And the tasks are shown on a workboard. So if you click that link, you should end up here. And if you're completely new to Fabricator, there's also a link here in the sidebar to the help. If you work on something new, please create a new task. There's a link here. So you end up on the task form. And you basically enter a title, what you plan to work on, enter a description. I'm not going to do that here right now. And add the tag for the Wikimania Hackathon 2022. It should be already there. And ideally, also a tag for the actual code project, the code base you plan to work on, and assign it to yourself. And then you can create this new task here. If you work on an already existing Fabricator task, which somebody filed before, it's pretty much the same. You go to the existing task, you change the project tags, and you add the Wikimania Hackathon 2022 to it. And you could also set yourself as the assignee and make that change. On the Hackathon workboard, you can reach that again here in the sidebar. Make sure that your task is under hacking projects or hacking projects for newcomer column. You can drag and drop these tasks, which are shown as cards. And you can also find general projects and interests of hackathon attendees on the participants page on the wiki. And that's it from my side.
Thanks, Andre. That's very helpful. If you have questions about Fabricator, make sure to pop into some of the Jitsi rooms and we can try and answer them. Passing it on to Karen.
Thanks, Haley. Just as a reminder again for everyone that the friendly space policy and the code of conduct for technical spaces are in effect through the hackathon and through Wikimania in general. So it is important that the hackathon is a harassment-free experience for all people here. We do not tolerate any form of harassment of participants, and you will be asked to stop any harassing behavior. And yes, so you will be asked to stop immediately if something like that happens. So any participants violating these rules may be sanctioned or expelled from the event. So if you have any doubts about what harassment means, please visit the friendly space policy and the code of conduct for technical spaces. I'm going to share the links right here with you. Just take a time to read them and go over them. And yeah, but most of all, have fun.
Thanks, Karen. So now I'm really excited to share that we'll be starting our pre-hacking showcase. So I'm going to stop live stream.